what Alhaji Mohammed has said. Look, a dangerous signal, he says, if, in his words, that is the wish of the Ekiti people. He also says that the people acknowledge that the governor, the incumbent, has done as much in terms of infrastructural development. But then, if it's got to do with infrastructure, are they encouraging people to just share money to the people and not do anything?
Thank you very much. Once again, I want to disagree with him. You will recall that Fayose was once in that office. The people knew how much he did. The people knew how much area he covered. And after him came Governor Uni and subsequently Governor Fayemi. Fayemi is a total disconnect from the people, to the best of my knowledge. They took so much loan in that administration, and not much can be shown for it. But if you go back to history, during the reign of Fayose, a lot of roads were constructed, a lot of places were linked up. He made enough efforts to develop that state. And some of the things he did, they had to build on it. Unfortunately, APC as a party has translated governance into business.
How do you mean?
Is the government of APC for the leadership of APC to benefit from. All the projects in the state are handled by one leader or the other. It doesn't go down to the grassroots or for other people to benefit from. The people can see it themselves. Most of the projects done too are in most cases, elitist. Some are copied directly from Lagos without caution.
You allow me coming here because I've been thinking critically on this same issue because when we talk about someone who is elitist and we keep talking about that, you don't expect a man who's always had a lifestyle before coming. It wasn't as if he started jumping around with them when he sought their vote the first time. But basically speaking, now talking about development, and you say, well, he's somehow detached from his people. Can you be that detached to the extent that you can't even win your local government or your ward when these people can see these same projects you have talked about without they knowing that, who the contractor is? But you have admitted by saying that there are projects ongoing in Ekiti State, irrespective of who's got the contract. So can someone lose even in his ward or if local government like an incumbent?
It's possible if you have disconnected from the people, if you are not a grassroots person, if you don't attend to the basic needs of the people.
And
you can be building your
housing. The deputy will also have that same attitude and lose?
Who?
Even the deputy. Because we have a governor, we have a deputy governor, we have.
Politics is not.
We have former governor.
It's not science. It's not mathematics. 2 + 2 = 4.
But they all can't lose, can they?
They can lose because they are not in tandem with the reality of the situation on ground. They are not. They are not. Fayose has distinguished himself as somebody who is humble, who is humane, who can interact with virtually everybody. But if somebody stands up there and feel everybody can be treated without giving considerations to their own feelings, they will revolt.
I'm trying to thank you very much.
They will revolt.
I was actually coming there. If there was this groundswell of, apathy first, and secondly, people who are disgruntled, and secondly, people who have seen that they have been disappointed, we should have been able to see some form of revolt, protest, leading up to that particular election.
Please, let's remove the issue of apathy. The APC is known to be loading the voters' register.
How do you
They
mean?
load it with names, fictitious names that don't really exist.
Do you have evidence to that?
Even in Lagos here.
Are they the ones that handle the register?
They connive with INEC, maybe junior staff to do it. A different voters register will be brought to the venue of the election. And they have so many fake ones, I've said it before, that they can just give to anybody who is not even supposed to vote, to go and vote. There will be multiple registration, multiple voting.
And you have that on paper? You can
yes, I can substantiate it. I've called you in before when voters' cards running into thousands will be held in the palace of Anoba in Elegushi. And people will be put in a place for close to 24 hours. So in the morning of the election, they will be given voters' cards to go and cast their votes. And the INEC and the police will turn their face. These people are beaten to their own game because they are heavy security, and the people on ground were changed during that election. If they had won, the story would have been different.
But do you also think...
No, let's get Alhaji Rahman to respond quickly to this one before we move on. It's a good thing he's here. You heard Mr. Shale speak boldly about this. Is that true?
You see, like I said, the election inequity has refined democracy and the sociology of the people. He's trying to compare Fayose, the governor-elect, and his tenure with that of Fayemi. But you see, we must not forget that this same Fayose was impeached by the same people of Ekiti, by the same PDP-controlled house, 2006. Why was he impeached? You see, I'm not here to run down anybody, but I'm here to talk about facts. But I said again, if the people believe that that is who they want, we can't say no. But if a governor has introduced fiber optics to digitalize the educational system in the state, he has introduced a welfarist policy that takes care of the vulnerable members of society. He has improved education. He has built roads. And you still say he's disconnected from the people. When will he be connected with the people? A governor that has promised qualitative education and has built schools, he has provided free education, and yet students were not doing well. And that governor now says, why are my students not doing well? Is it because the teachers need to be retrained? And he says, I'm going to retrain these teachers. And people say, no, you can't retrain us. At what point will a governor draw the line between his oath of office and his zeal to be reelected? This is the question that I said that future scholars, scholars in future would go and examine.